Hello, welcome back to Skyrocket Automotive. Last time we managed to refit Ted's exhaust and get the warm-up regulator all sorted, so now he's not only not loud, but he isn't filling the place with... Actually, that's not really true, is it? He did still fill the place with smoke, but at least it came out of the right end of the car this time. So today, I want to find out if he's got gears, and if we're finding out if Ted's got gears, rude not to, we may as well then take him for a test drive. There's a couple of bits we need to do before that, but let's see if we can get Ted back on his feet, and maybe we can take him and just show him around site. It's quite nice out there. Well, it's grey and cold and wet, but he might enjoy it. You never know. Right, come on, Ted, time's wasting. This is one of those jobs that there seems to be a little bit of mystery surrounding. Fingers crossed that you'll find this interesting. First things first, take the hubcap off. Obviously I've left the grease cap, castellated nut and split pin off as well. Spin check, make sure nothing's binding. Right, that sounds good. That is the brake shoes just kissing the drum as it comes past. That's fine. So it spins freely. I'm going to check for any free... Oh, I've already done this side. Oh, very good. And then undo these. Like I say, you just want to snug up a pair of opposite wheel bolts just to hold the wheel flat against the drum. You don't want to accidentally introduce free play that isn't the wheel bearing. Yeah, that's... Okay, calm down. Right, while that absolute specimen goes off to get the parts he needs while not explaining how to do the job, I'm going to take a minute to explain how to do the job. What you should have done then is when you spin the wheel needs to spin completely freely. But you also then want to stop the wheel and put one hand on the 9 position, one hand on the 3 position, and wriggle the wheel, and then 12 and 6 and wriggle the wheel, so that's top and bottom and side to side. There should be absolutely no free play whatsoever in that wheel. If there's free play, you want to tighten it slightly. If there's no free play, but when you spin the wheel it slows down like it's binding, you want to slacken it off slightly. It can take a little bit of practice to get it right, but once you get the hang of it, it's one of those jobs you could do with your eyes shut, and I'm sorry I didn't explain that on the video. Cheers! Castellated nut goes on. Okay, and then you just want to rotate this until you find a point where the hole lines up so that you can get a split pin through, and then you want to actually bother to bring the split pins over. Put some gloves on, despite the fact I've already got my hands dirty. Fill the grease cap with molly grease. All the split pin on this does is stop the hub nut from backing itself off. No scoop of molly grease. It's just good for high temperature applications like you'd get inside of a wheel bearing. Just give it a big old smush. Happy days. Okay, you guys didn't need to see me put a set of wheels on. Down we go, old boy. And then we just need to torque up the wheel bolts, check the tyre pressures, and see if he starts. And if he starts, then potentially test drive time. Come on, fella, I could get this lift down faster than that. Look at you go. You're sitting very high at the front. Ah. What? I don't remember it being like that before. Never mind, it's probably just where everything's been relaxed for so long. I'm getting excited now. Flick the ignition on and see what our control pressure says. 0.5. It's absolutely perfect. Right, are you in gear, sir? No, that shifter mechanism feels brilliant. Ted, you're embarrassing the others. I love this car. Shut her down, disconnect the gauges, and I reckon send it. Should we see if we've got gears first? I'm probably getting it. I'm excited. I'm getting ahead of myself, sorry. There's a lot of crap in this foot though, that's my fault. Right, we have a clutch. The clutch pedal feels a bit stiff, but... Alright. Going for first. I'm nervous. Clutch is coming up. Yes! Reverse. Yep, and the reverse lights are working. Brake pedal is just 7 different types of shit. That's a shame. Does the handbrake work? I'd swear you were lying to me. I really would. Pressures are okay. Gauge is off. Yet another go at bleeding the brakes, I think. The pedal's just really bad. All of a sudden, it was fine. I think our master cylinder might be playing up. What's the fluid level like? Fluid level's brilliant. I bled the brakes and then they needed re-bleeding, and then I bled them again and they were fine, and then they were fine for days, and now they need bleeding again. So hopefully it is just air purging through where the system's been empty for so long. This is going to feel like a huge, huge victory to be able to take this round site, if he will. And it's all right if you can't, don't worry. It's been a long time. You need to remember how to do this stuff, eh? We're already gently going round site. Worst case scenario, the handbrake works something fierce. So I can pull on the handbrake, bring the tail around, opposite lock, little bit of, give it the old Scandinavian flick, bring it gently to a halt. Everyone's going to clap, buy me a beer. So my ability to stop, I think, is within the realms of being reasonable. I had to check. Every lorry driver that comes around this corner knows that speed hump's there, and every single one of them hits it as fast as they can. Anyway, this would have come off without letting much fuel out prior, but obviously I needed to check that the control pressure was okay. Make sure you smash your gauges on the way out. Now I've just got to try and negotiate my way out of here. The pedal's kind of there. No time like now to find out, I suppose. All right, here we go. We've got something knocking. It sounds like wheel bolts clipping brake parts. Definitely speed related. Right, well, he moved under his own steam. That's good. We do appear to have some sort of bizarre rotational knocking sound coming from the rear end. I'm just going to loosen off the wheel bolts a minute. Oh, let's run the others back down and see if it comes back. Can you see the scuffage? This is probably a good time to talk about Volkswagen wheel bolts. There are actually two different types. This is not the correct type. This is the correct type. Note the different shanks. It's got more of a domed profile. That's more of a tapered profile. This guy, not only is the shank much, much, much bigger and won't sit on the wheel properly, the thread is huge. That's enough to cause you some aggro. The good news is, old Donna over there probably doesn't have the right wheel bolts, but a guy can dream. Steal a wheel bolt and see if that... It's just Kyle. I was so focused on the one that was short, I didn't think about the one that was too long. I hate taking parts off of donor cars. I just feel guilty. We match. If that's all that was, what a win. I knew I'd put the brakes together right, but you just get in your own head, don't you? You just start being like, what did I do wrong? Weird that I didn't hear it moving the old boy across the workshop, because I did the rear brakes over there. So we've done 3-point turns and parallel parks and back flips and all kinds of stuff. Moment of truth. Oh, sweet. Look, it's got a Canadian market tyre. That's cool. Canadian tyres are great. That very specific area of the tyre has much larger surface area in snow, gives you better grip. And that's where Rush are from, so they know what they're doing. Right. Stop doing that. Right, hold on to everything. It's the gingerest test drive I've ever done, I think. We're driving. Ted's driving. Good old boy, Ted. Definitely feels strange driving with no door. Okay, alignment is just miles out. That's okay. Like I say, we're bimbling. The steering wheel's off centre. It's not the original wheel, so they could have put that on in the wrong way, in fairness. But Ted is driving. Okay, we've got a suspension test coming up because this speed hump is brutal. Yeah, the brakes are sort of there, but they're not. Stay. Oh my god, it rides lovely. Suspension's perhaps a little soft for some. I like them soft and comfortable because these are a GT car. They're supposed to be driven on long journeys to the continent. They're not supposed to be Group B rally cars. Another one. I love how much the suspension floats. That's grand. Right. Give him a quick beans, if he will. I'm going to force him. Ted's got some get up. Ted has got some. That's as much as I'm going to give him with the brake pedal situation being the way it is. It's all there. The K-Jet's great. Aces. Whoopsie daisy. Right. I am smelling hot oil. He's getting grouchy. Come on, Ted. We're nearly back at the unit. I think once we've got that timing belt situation rectified, that is a huge win. Viable project at this point now. It runs and drives. Now we just got to sort that brake system out. I'm very, very proud of Ted. This was a big moment. So nice one, buddy. I'm going to put you back where you live. I need to go and do the school run. Yeah. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you like this video. We've got multiple other videos on this channel pertaining to Scirocco's, Ted in particular, and all manner of other classic cars. I also offer memberships and have super thanks. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.